This week, we're discussing some of the top issues facing the beef industry with officers from the National Cattlemen's Beef Association. These men are cattle producers who volunteer their time to chart the direction of our nation's largest and oldest cattlemen's organization. Andy Grozetta is president of NCBA and comes to us from Cottonwood, Arizona. Bill Donald hails from Melville, Montana, and he heads the policy division, as I understand. And Alan Albright is a farmer feeder from Lytton, Iowa. Alan currently serves as the chairman of the Federation of State Beef Councils. Gentlemen, thanks for joining us today. Andy, we'll start with you. Clearly, NCBA's role in the cattle industry is an important one, especially right now. Give us some of your perspective about some of the biggest issues your officers and the organization is wrestling with.
Well, one of the aspects that NCBA provides as opportunities to our members is the opportunity to work together collectively, working on various issues, lobbying issues in Washington, D.C. And we can do so much more by working together, standing united, than we can individually on these issues. Also, in our D.C. office, NCBA is working on 52 different issues, and some of the most important issues as of late that we're working on are trade issues, private property right issues, and also environmental issues. NCBA has been an industry champion in producer education, and when we talk about producer education, our organization provides a series of programs, educational programs for producers all around the country to help them become more successful and profitable so that they can pass their operations on to the future generations, to their children and grandchildren. And that's very close to my heart. One of my top priorities of serving as NCBA president is that I firmly believe that NCBA needs to create more opportunities for youth today. And we need to provide a forum for young people in agriculture. I firmly believe that NCBA can make young people more successful, and they bring a lot to the table themselves, a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm, and a lot of fresh ideas.
That's great. Bill, you currently serve as chairman of the policy division. What are some of the issues that your group is working on right now?
Well, Kevin, I certainly agree with Andy that we need to speak with a unified voice. There are a large number of policymakers and lawmakers and agency people in Washington, D.C. that don't understand much about agriculture, and that number is growing. So it's important to have an outfit like NCBA that can communicate to those policymakers that the actions that they take have real consequences to people that are making their living on the ground. We deal with all kinds of issues that impact cattlemen all across the country. We are working diligently to restore our export markets, to get some good common sense into the conservation programs, and all the while minimizing government's interference in our ability to run our outfits. We also made sure that the cattlemen weren't left out of the stimulus package by working on legislation that allowed cattlemen and women across the country to keep more of their money in their pockets. Another huge issue for us is the death tax. It's inherently wrong for a couple to work all their lives, build up a ranch or a farm, and then end up having their heirs have to sell that because of a tax that makes them put some of that land on the market.
Well, there's a big plate full of issues that you guys have to wrestle with, no doubt. Alan, from your perspective with the state beef councils, what are some of the key issues that you're focusing on right now?
Well, the Federation of State Beef Councils is the checkoff division of NCBA, and we're a union of 45 state beef councils, and we work in conjunction with Cattlemen's Beef Board to fund national programs that help increase the demand for beef. The checkoff is 20 years old, and our goals are to increase beef demand 10% by 2010, and to also get our export markets back to where they were in late 2003, pre-BSE. Unfortunately, 20 years of inflation have caused us to have to make some tough decisions. We fund a lot of good programs, but unfortunately we can't fund them all. And so I think what you'll see is some tough decisions that have to be made, some prioritization, some focusing of dollars from committee members to fund programs that increase demand, and try to get us to our goal of 10% by 2010. Now, so I guess what I'd say is the Federation is about driving beef demand, and most producers don't know it, but driving beef demand is more than just advertising and promotion. We've been very successful in introducing some new cuts from the chuck. It'd be the flat iron and the petite tender, and so what you'll see now is some new cuts coming out from the chuck, just a different part of the chuck. You'll see the Delmonico steaks, you'll see the Denver cut, you'll see the boneless country-style ribs, and America's roast, which is a dry roasted roast similar to a prime rib, and it's a very good product. Some of the other things that we use checkoff dollars for that you probably don't know about is research of all kinds. Foreign marketing is very important to us, and issues management. We've had a lot of misinformation come at us over the years. We had challenges from BSE in 2003. We had the World Cancer Report came out last year, and we've had the largest beef recall in U.S. history come at us here just a few weeks ago. And so issues management is very important in fighting all the misconceptions and to get consumer confidence up to a level where it should be. And so I think I've given you a lot of reasons why the beef checkoff is working to the benefit of U.S. cattlemen.
Well, clearly, you're all working on a number of hot button issues for the beef cattle industry, and we sure appreciate that.